The foundation of character shapes who we are, deep down. It's about the values we hold, the choices we make, and the strength we show when nobody's watching. Building true character takes time, patience, and a whole lot of self-reflection. It's not always easy, but it's the groundwork for every other part of our journey. Strength, leadership, power, authority, guidance, patience. These are God's gift to us. As men, we have to cherish that, not abuse it. I prayed this morning to be a better listener. It didn't work so well. We're human. You get back up. Yes, I've been high up on the mountain, I've been blessed, but that's a slippery slope, yeah, and it's lonely up there. People don't know that side of it. We did not come this far to just break down and lose now. I'm a winner, I'm going to win. True desire in the heart, that itch that you have, whatever it is you want to do, that thing that you want to do to help others and to grow and to make money. That desire, that itch, that's God's proof to you, set beforehand already to indicate that it's yours. Aspire to make a difference. You are what you are in this world. That's either one of two things. Either you're somebody or you're nobody. Never give up. Without commitment, you'll never start, but more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. It's not easy. If it were easy, there'd be no Denzel Washington. So keep working, keep striving, never give up. Fall down 7 times, get up 8. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. So, keep moving, keep growing, keep learning. See you at work. Alright, let's talk about taking risks and, falling forward. Life's gonna throw you some curveballs, that's for sure. But every risk you take, every time you step out of your comfort zone, that's where the real growth happens. Sometimes you win, sometimes you stumble, but either way, you're moving forward. It's not about playing it safe all the time. It's about learning, adapting, and picking yourself up when things don't go your way. Just remember, falling isn't failing. It's just another step on the path to where you want to be. Well, it may be frightening, but it will also be rewarding. Every step you take outside your comfort zone is a chance to grow, to discover something new about yourself and the world around you. So you gotta get out there, you gotta give it everything you got. Whether it's your time, your energy, or your heart, the effort you put in is what shapes your journey. Your talent, your prayers, or your treasures, whatever you have to offer, put it forward with courage and hope. Because taking risk is not just about going for a job, it's also about knowing what you know and what you don't know. It's about being honest with yourself and embracing the unknown. It's about being open to people and to ideas. Sometimes, the greatest opportunities come from the most unexpected places. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. Growth only happens when you stretch beyond what's familiar. Because the chances you take, the people you meet, the people you love, and the experiences you share along the way, the faith that you have, that's what's going to define you. These are the moments that shape your story. I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing. Every achievement starts with a leap of faith. Nelson Mandela said, "There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living." Throughout your journey in school, applying to college, choosing your major and figuring out what you want to do with your life, you've probably heard the same advice over and over again. People always say, make sure you have something to fall back on. It's a phrase that gets repeated so often it almost becomes background noise. Make sure you got something to fall back on, honey. They say it with love, hoping to protect you from disappointment or failure. But honestly, I never really understood that concept, having something to fall back on, just in case things don't work out. If I'm going to fall, I don't want to fall back on anything safe or familiar. I want to fall forward, into the unknown, into possibility. At least this way, I'll see what I'm going to hit, and I'll learn from it. Fall forward, don't fall back. This is what I mean when I say fall forward. Embrace the risk, don't shy away from it. Reggie Jackson struck out 2,600 times in his career, the most in the history of baseball. That's a lot of failure, but you don't hear about the strikeouts, the missed swings, or the setbacks. People remember the home runs, the moments of triumph. Fall forward, and let your successes define you. Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments. Did you know that? I didn't know that until I looked it up. Because the 1,001st was the light bulb, the breakthrough that changed everything. Fall forward, fail big. Don't be afraid to take chances, because that's how you move ahead. When it comes down to it, dreams are really just the beginning. Setting clear goals and sticking to them with discipline, that's what brings those dreams to life. It's not always easy, and yeah, there are gonna be setbacks along the way. But every step forward, no matter how small, gets you closer to where you want to be. So stay focused, keep pushing, and remember, your dedication today shapes your tomorrow. You know, today's the beginning of the rest of your life, and honestly, it can be pretty frightening. It's a new world out there, and yeah, it's a mean world too, but you only live once, so do what you feel passionate about. Take chances, professionally. Don't be afraid to go outside the box, don't be afraid to think outside the box, and definitely don't be afraid to fail big. Dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams, and they ultimately fuel disappointment. So, have dreams, but make sure you have goals too. Life goals, yearly goals, monthly goals, even daily goals. I try to give myself a goal every single day. Sometimes, it's just to not curse somebody out. Simple goals, but, have goals. And understand this, if you want to achieve those goals, you have to apply discipline and consistency. In order to really achieve your goals, you must apply discipline, which, honestly, you've already done, and consistency, every day. Not just on Tuesday and then skip a few days, you have to work at it. Hard work works. You'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. I don't care how much money you make, you can't take it with you. The Egyptians tried it, and well, they got robbed. That's all they got, you can't take it with you. And it's not about how much you have, it's about what you do with what you have. There's something truly special about serving others. When you give your time, your energy, or your heart to help someone else, you experience a kind of joy that money just can't buy. Service, in its purest form, is about lifting others up and finding a deeper sense of fulfillment within yourself. It's about making a difference, no matter how big or small, and discovering that real happiness comes from giving, not just receiving. We all have different talents, each of us is unique, with our own strengths and abilities that make us special. Some of you will be doctors, some lawyers, some scientists, some educators, some nurses, some preachers. No matter what path you choose, your skills can make a difference in the world. The most selfish thing you can do in this world is help someone else. It might sound strange, but it's true. Now why is it selfish? Because the gratification, the goodness that comes to you, the good feeling, the sense of fulfillment that fills your heart, the good feeling that I get from helping others, nothing's better than that. It's a reward that money can't buy. Well, maybe one or two things, but really, nothing's better than that. Not jewelry, not a big house, not the cars, but it's the joy. The joy that comes from making a real impact in someone's life. That's where the joy is, in helping others. That's where you find true happiness. That's where the success is. And anything you want, anything good, you can have, so claim it. Don't be afraid to dream big and set your sights high. Work hard to get it. Stay focused, stay determined, and never give up on your goals. And when you get it, reach back, pull someone else up. Each one, teach one, share your knowledge, your experience, and your kindness. And remember, just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Focus on what truly matters. Seriously, remember that. Just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Make sure your actions are moving you forward. Don't confuse movement with progress. My mother told me, she said, yeah, because you can run in place all the time and never get anywhere. So continue to strive, continue to have goals, continue to progress. You have the power to make a difference, not just for yourself, but for others too.